Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Ninja Kamui Episode 4. This is an anime that's airing currently on Adult Swim, next day on Max. This is a revenge tale of a ninja named Higan who, as he left his clan, they are now looking for him and his family. They found him, they found his family, they killed his family, so he's now out for revenge. Now, in the last episode, we left off with a very mysterious call. So, who is helping out Higan over the phone, and what do they want from him? This show continues to be just a good balance of the mystery, the exposition of the clan, really cool action scenes. I think we have a really interesting heist style action sequence here where things don't always go as planned. So that was really fun to see. Big violence, uh, just the most bombastic villains you can kind of get. We get a bit of a round table in this episode. We'll go into all those details in a minute. But yeah, this show continues to just be really interesting. I think the voice performances have been improving as we kind of go along. I hadn't really noticed, but especially Higan, his calm demeanor like just really brings a contrast to everything that's going on around him. The only ones that I'm still a little iffy on is the FBI, Mike and Emma. Both of those characters, I don't know. Those feel like, and this isn't a big deal or anything, but it just doesn't feel like they fit in with the rest of the show. Even then, the FBI storyline is still probably the weakest part of the show, in my opinion. So, uh, let's go through some of the events that happen. I'll keep talking about this episode. So this mysterious number, somebody calls Higan, right? And tells him that it is impossible to infiltrate this Alza, who's this giant corporation that kind of rules the world, this city that they built without any assistance. And this mysterious voice wants to help him. But we don't know who it is. There's some hints that they might have past connections. Maybe it's an exiled ninja as well. We do get a little bit more backstory on Mike. It is quite a tragedy as Mike kind of recovers. Both of them, Mike and Emma, recovering after the fight, the attack in the last episode. So we also have Higan as he notifies them about a benefactor who's helping him, which is really interesting because obviously the FBI doesn't trust him. Also, the relationship between Mike and Higan is still pretty he's still a murderer and a villain. Like Mike works for the FBI, so he's not just gonna let him go. They definitely make that very clear. We also see kind of a gathering of what I call the goofball villains, including some of the perv that we met in the last episode. But they're inside the city. Yamayi, Joseph, and other high-ranking members of this clan meet up to discuss their suspicion that Higan will try to infiltrate the city and how they'll be able to stop that, which is really interesting. I think Joseph almost wants him to really try for his own nefarious purposes. We get a little bit of background on two different things that I was really excited for. First of all, the techniques, how they were kind of given to the ninjas in the clan. It feels like they kind of come out at random, so it's a secret because nobody really knows how to control them until I guess you pass them on. And then we also get a little bit of backstory on Higan and his wife and kind of how they got together. We see a flashback with Higan, Mari, and Sai, whose relationship as members of the clan, and how Higan and Mari broke the clan's code in a mission that went awry. So then we flash back to the present, and after Mike is discharged from the hospital, he receives words that Emma's been reassigned to a new case by their boss. So they kind of go their separate ways. Now I wonder if this was something that Auza had the info. They have connections with the FBI to separate them and kind of weaken that team that's trying to help Higan, or if this is just something that maybe Emma's kind of being put off to the side to keep her safe after this incident. So at sunset, we see that Higan begins his infiltration, and this is probably the coolest sequence in the show. There's underground tunnels. There's somebody, whoever's helping him over the phone, is hacking and letting him know you have specific time window to get there. And as he gets there, not only does it trigger some alarms and he has to actually fight his way into the city, but as he gets to the rendezvous point, he is met by Zai, who confronts him. So yeah, like next episode we're gonna get a fight, or maybe we're not. I don't know. The security kind of went back up, so I'm not sure how that's gonna play out. But Zai's really cool. We haven't really seen what he can do. We saw a little bit of his power in the last episode when he took out another ninja that left the clan. But it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. So very excited for the next episode. Really enjoyed. Like I said, I'm really enjoying this anime. It's rare that I keep watching something that is on Adult Swim, but I'm very excited to have found something to kind of fill in the gap between the winter season and the spring season coming up. So, if you're watching this, let me know what you think about it so far. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.